What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today we'll be installing a new grill again. Look, I know I tried doing this before and it didn't work out, but I really wanted to try this again with one that I really wanted. I ended up going with a Jay's Racing style due to it providing maximum airflow. And because I really wanted to install this front brace bar, but we'll get to that later in the video. So for now, I skipped the part of taking off the bumper and went straight into the front grill replacement by taking off a few screws and some wiggle movement. You have to cut this off, so no way around it. You have to make room for that. So I'm gonna cut from right here, down, up here, there. So what I ended up doing was these two middle ones, they line up pretty good with it, and I put the screws in where they need to go. When you go to the side, it looks like you're not putting one right here, you're not putting one right here, you're not putting one right here, and you're not putting one, where is it? Right there. But the thing that also sucks about this is this does not line up. So you're gonna have to drill a little bit to make it fit. One thing that I did notice is, Arkham, move. The slits up here have been matching up with this little like grabbers, the little, you know what I mean, the little plastic grabbers. So those look like they match up. I'm gonna pretty much drill into this. I'm gonna be very careful so it can line up with that hole so that I can get these to stay still. And then I'm gonna start lining up everything on top afterwards. Okay, so good news, check this out. I'm gonna show you from the front real quick. The gap that I had before is pretty much gone. And I use zip ties, you can see it from right there, but check this out. Let me show you how it looks from back here, that way you understand it. So when you guys are having that issue, notice how in between each slit, I made it sit there with a zip tie. They're not even on right. So I'm gonna tie those down right now and cut it. I started off with that side and that side, and then lined all these up manually. Then I started putting zip ties in them. To add a little bit more security, I pretty much zip tied this bottom end to that part right there, this right there. That way that this doesn't fly up. It's pretty secure, man. Like, if I pick it up from right here, like, everything's good. Like, check it out. All right. So a lot of people end up taking this off, but I'm gonna keep it on because I want to put the SI logo on there, so it's gonna hold. I'm probably just gonna put it right there. So the way this holds from the back is you just line it up right there. This is the size it came with. I got this emblem from Amazon, by the way. I just typed in SI emblem and I got the one that I wanted, or I guess you can say the one that makes sense. With it, it'll look like this, but you'll obviously be able to see the sides. So I just cut it, and I'm using this like sheet metal cutter thing I got from Home Depot. So all I do is just cut it from the sides to make it look like that. That's it. Next is a front brace bar from NBR Motorsports. I ended up going with a white base color to make the front end pop out even more. They do have a few other color options as well if you wanted to check them out. They do include all the nuts, bolts, and spacers into the kit as well as instructions. Keep in mind, you will need a rivet nut tool. I ended up getting mine from Harbor Freight for about 50 bucks, but that's also because it came with different sizes and rivets to get the job done. So the rivet that it came with on it, here, let me show you this. I wasn't a big fan. I actually messed it up. So I ended up using the one that came with my actual kit. So go right here, open this up all the way, twist it, it's in, make sure everything is straight, pull that down. All right, you pull it out. Boom. And now we got a rivet in there. I used the M6 on both of those, and then down here we got a drill as well, but I'm gonna line everything up. So essentially it will look like this. Okay, so that's secured right there. I mean, it's not all the way secure, but it's right there. Also, before I keep going, I did have to remove this bracket up here, which is this one, so I can properly use the rivet gun. It didn't say to take it off on the instructions. I pretty much pushed this in so I can get a good grip on it. Drilled a small hole. Did the same thing, pushed it in, drilled a small hole. Now I'm gonna take this out so I can drill an actual size so I can put an M8 rivet in here. I did something that I just wanted to make sure. So I made a hole on the side to make sure that everything was gonna fit, and it does. So now I have an extra hole. So I just wanted to make sure. So this is the correct size I'm using right here. On the instructions, it says to use 11 millimeters, but the closest we have right here, 7/16. I kind of did the math. I lied. There's a conversion chart right here. So this was the closest to 11 millimeters. I think it was like 11.3. So, oh, my bad, 11.1. So all we gotta do, okay. Okay, so I made room in the inside. Let's try this again. Now it's on. Okay. Gucci, look at that. Hell yeah. That was a mish. Kinda, not really. A lot of tools that I didn't think I was gonna need to buy, I ended up just either having or buying. This install was definitely helpful because I had a lot of extra tools. So now, all of this just lines up. Look at that. I'm pulling. That's chilling. Take that off. And now, it's on. So real quick, guys, I ended up taking off the new, I guess you can say, eyebrow, and putting on the old one, because when I look at it, like right here, so this is the new one, right? This goes in right here like that, and it clips everything in. The new one did not have this piece right here, the faded piece, and I'm not sure how to take that off. Look at this. It just clipped on. So we're good. Pro tip, because you have to install both fog lights, use a jack so that you can keep the bumper in place. This looks baller, dude. I love it. Now I just need to clean this car up. All right, quick update. A week later, I was waiting for one piece to come in, which is this right here. And this is going to be able to put up in the front so I can put an emblem on it, because I feel like the front is just missing, you know, like it's missing something in the front. So that's why it took so long to get this video out. And also, I got to take the whole bumper off anyways, but mainly because of this. Look, it's I'm not hiding it from you guys. I'm gonna put more zip ties, and I'm gonna figure out a way to keep this from falling off. So it looks like the job, it's actually, so it looks like it's actually holding, but I need to find a way to make it secure. So I'm gonna add more zip ties to it, and then also to put this on, I have to take off the whole bumper. I got this exact piece from eBay. Apparently this one is for the J's Racing, so I'm assuming it's gonna fit right here, but this part and this part go behind the grill. So like when you put it on, it looks like that. So I'm gonna have to, it's pretty much gonna have to go in from behind, and I'm gonna, well, it looks like I'm only need to take this one and this one. I might have to drill just to make it fit and cut a little bit, but we should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and test fit this real quick. All right, so ignore the holes that I put right there, but I pretty much, that one's useless. That one's actually holding it right. I had an issue with this where if you look up straight, this was like crooked. So now it's pretty secure. I pretty much had to make this hole bigger on the bottom and move the screw down because it wasn't latching on. It's pretty straight. It actually looks pretty good. Now, the next thing is I need to fix this gap right here. So I'm gonna mess around with this off camera. Okay, so I kind of messed up. So I ended up putting it through here. So, oh, come on, focus. That way it's inside the hook, I guess you can say. So this should be good. I'm just gonna tie them up and hope for the best now. Also, I pulled a little too hard, so I broke that one off. So I definitely messed up, but I hope that this is enough to keep it, you know, intact. We'll see how it looks. I might add a few more. I know I can add a third one in there and just, you know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, well, that's the front. Looks pretty good, pretty straight. The SI emblem's pretty straight. Okay, this, I feel like it's definitely gonna pop out right there, but I even tried pulling it apart just gently, and it's not popping out. So I guess the zip ties worked. I put so many in there. Last thing to do is put the red emblem on it, and we are good to go. And just so you guys know, I ended up buying a brand new Type R emblem, only because I didn't want to reuse mine, because when I take it off my old grill, this is perfectly, like, has all the tape you need all around. So that's gonna line up right there perfectly, versus if I try to take it off my old grill, then it's gonna be all like sticky and whatnot. So I might as well just get a new one. Then, I mean, let's say I change my mind for some ever reason, I still have the old one on the old grill. Dude, right off the back, that red logo looks so good with it. Okay, so 2 things. 1, the fitment. I'm gonna talk about that right now as well. I'm gonna give this like a 4 out of 10, mainly because this is an eBay replica of the Jays Racing. Now, so when you guys check it out, there's a gap right here. This, I don't know why, I tried adjusting it and it just doesn't go. So it's like, it's missing, like look at that, there's a gap. This side's probably a little bit, if not the same. So like, look at that. That's the gap right there. And on top, you can see that it's starting to slowly flex down, but the rest seems pretty good. Now, if you step back a little bit and you start it from the front, you can kind of see that it's drooping down. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but see? But it's not as bad as how it used to be. So I don't know if within time it will droop even more, but it seems like that zip tie trick definitely worked. But damn, dude, like, look at that. That looks so good. That looks so good. Now, I definitely love how the front end came out. I did have to do a lot of miscellaneous adjustments, but what else do you expect from an eBay replica? For what I paid for, I think it's fine. Now, why didn't I get a real Jays Racing front grille? Main answer, I really didn't know if I was going to like the look. I see a lot of people do this style a lot on social media and have fitment issues, so I wasn't sure if it's going to be right for me. On the plus side, I can vouch that this actually keeps the temperatures down by at least 10 degrees or so while cruising or wide open throttle pulls. Overall, I really love it. I personally think it changed the front end of the car with a subtle white brace bar, and I think down the line I'll upgrade to a real Jays Racing grille once I decide to upgrade to the Morimoto headlights to avoid taking off the bumper for the 100th time of this ownership. But for now, I need to focus on upgrading my camera equipment and editing software to help with the editing and the future videos I have installed. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.